Hey,
Yay.
everybody, this is Jeff Herring, and welcome to the Content Profit Show. And our guest today is my buddy, Denise Wakeman. And what have we got, 20 years now?
At least.
At least, yeah, that we've known each other and worked together. And we were both mentees at the same time of Tom Antion. So, we put up with a lot of interesting humor, right? That's for sure. And so today, what we're doing, folks, is Denise is in the content profit seat, and she's brought a piece of content to the show that I have here on my computer, and we're going to talk about it and then convert it into cool stuff. So, Denise, I mean, the cool thing about that you and I have in common, among many, is that we stayed with the same thing all these
Yeah.
years. Even when you were part of the blog squad, you were visibility, right? And
Yep.
even when I was
It,
doing
it
articles,
evolved out. It evolved out. Or Blog
yeah,
Squad. The
yeah,
visibility thing evolved out of the Blog Squad.
right. Just like content marketing and content profit evolved
Hmm.
out of article marketing, right?
Right.
And so that's really powerful when you stay with stuff. And so you mentioned the blog squad. It evolved out of that. But just a minute or so on how did you get into this niche?
How did I get into this? Yeah, that's hard in a minute. But basically, in 1996, my then husband and I decided to start a coaching company. We were living in rural Canada. We had one phone line, and we were
Wow.
like 45 minutes away from any um, towns. So it became apparent that we needed to use the internet, which was just starting to build as a commercial entity. And so I spent a lot of time on the internet trying to find how to do a business on the internet.
Right.
And
I understand.
I've had several iterations since then, but I found my home on the internet.
Yes. And what is it that you love about teaching visibility?
Well, without it, you're invisible. And
Well
that
said.
is that's kind of the bottom line there. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I work primarily with solo business owners and have, for the last 27 years or whatever it's been. And, it's not always easy to get seen and get found.
Right.
And that it was easier in 2009, for
Yeah.
example, than it is
Yes.
today. But a lot of the foundational stuff applies still today.
Yeah,
And
the principles and the strategies are the principles and the strategies.
exactly,
Hey, look who just
exactly.
joined
The
us,
tools
Mr. Lou
change.
Bortone. Did you see that?
Woo! Lou
Oh, hey,
Bortone
Lou. How's it
in the
going?
house.
Says,
So is
happy to be
Janice
here.
Dugas.
There you go. How about, all right. All right, so let's dive in here. Denise's
Okay.
article is Maximum Visibility with LinkedIn and Substack. 5 steps to start growing your visibility and attracting the right clients with ease. And what she's done is produced or elaborated on those 5 steps. And then you've gone deeper into having templates and prompts for each step, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I love that, and there's so much we can do with that. We could build a whole business here with just this article, and I get it why this is your most popular one because it's just so thorough and good. And so what I thought was my thought is this would be a perfect workshop. Okay, and by
Okay.
that I mean not you presenting to one on many, but you here online with a lot of people in the audience. Okay,
Hmm.
and a way to have them come live or at least be able to type in their answers to stuff. So you could ask them for a title for their LinkedIn
Hmm.
article, and they could put it up, and then you guys get to talk about it, make it better if you can, et cetera, et cetera, all the way down to now tell us about the prompts. They're kind of cool in here.
Okay. Well, I also have it on my computer so that I can
Well, how
remind
silly
myself
is
what I
that?
was doing.
Yes. Where am
But,
I?
you know, uh, because of AI, I integrate AI tasks into what I was doing before AI. So now I can create faster what I need.
Right.
So with the article, all the articles I'm writing, I like to give implementation steps and then prompts to help with that implementation, because you can either
Okay.
do it on your own or you can do it faster with AI. So that's why I develop those prompts in the article.
I love it. And here's one, folks. Your profession, in brackets, helping your target audience with specific challenge. Write a LinkedIn post summarizing my Substack article title. Highlight 3 key takeaways and end with a call to action to subscribe to my Substack for more details. Perfect. And I mean, you could actually on a workshop have people do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then type it in and send it to you in the chat, and then you talk about it and highlight it, and that does a couple things. It's going to make you look really good because look what she put together and is helping me do this, right? And two, it's going to really help them to create stuff, and those kind of workshops really help people. Like, oh, what a concept! I'm doing something.
Right,
I'm
right.
not listening to a webinar while I do 27 other things. I'm doing something here. Now, I was partly teasing you when I said in the lead up a 3-day workshop, because I just signed up for one with Anna Callan on Substack for next week, but it's 2 hours each day. Okay. And so,
Yeah.
it still has a lot, right?
Yeah.
So
A six
I'll
hour
leave it up.
workshop.
What's that?
That's a 6 hour workshop.
Let's see, 2 + 2. Yeah, you're right. Where I went to school, it's 6. Okay, thank you. And so, I mean, it's up to you to decide how long it is. I mean, you could do just one about like, what's the first step? Um, oh goodness, optimize your LinkedIn profile. Now that could be a whole workshop in its own, right? For
Yeah.
what you've got to do. I just did mine a little while ago around this LinkedIn to Substack flywheel, and I'm like, this is embarrassing. This is old. This is old. I
It,
mean,
it gets out of date fast,
I
I think.
know
I mean,
there was there was one picture where I had dark hair. I mean, come on, this is old. Um, so it's up to you how you do it. I love I love one of the tips here. Add a link to your Substack in your featured section with a short description, like get my latest insights delivered to your inbox. Okay. Um, oh, you're talking about you mean LinkedIn. I'm sorry. Um, a profile headline, and there's so much you could do. Um, And so, I mean, just you're not held to this. Everybody that's watching live, don't hold her to this. Hey, Tiana, and y'all that are watching on the replay, don't hold her to this. But right now, as we're talking, what are you thinking? A few hours, one day, a couple days, 6 weeks?
um, yeah, what I would be thinking is keeping it simple
Yep,
and doable
yep.
and short. So, because in my experience, especially in the last couple of years, people have short attention spans and don't want to sign up for, a long,
I'm
long.
sorry. What'd you say?
Hmm?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
The people, yeah, right. Sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I know, and I fell for it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
yeah.
You got it. So I think like each of these steps, the 5 steps, maybe like two could be one, short workshop. And
Yeah,
then the call to action would be to go into another one of the steps
right,
for
right.
like a one-off workshop. And then doing them live, of course. I mean, I feel that that's the best way to do workshops because it's
I
easier
agree.
to do
Agree.
any kind of course or something, because then once it's recorded, then you can sell it as an on demand product.
I love it. I love it. And folks, if you're just joining us, what's happening right now? You're on the Content Profit Show. Denise is in the Content Profit seat, and we're taking an article of hers and turning it into a profitable digital product. We're talking about workshops and how long they would be. While you were talking, Denise, our partner in crime, Andy, joined us.
Oh,
Um,
hey, Andy.
And Andy, you don't know this, but Denise and I decided this morning this is what we're going to do. The three of us are going to get online because we talked about that. But what's the topic? And you're going to share one AI humanization tip. She's going to share one visibility tip, and I'm going to share one content profit tip. So you found out about this in front of God and all these people. All right, so he's going. Thanks, guys.
So, Andy,
Um,
get ready.
yeah, that'll be fun. And so. Awesome. I really think you can do a lot with this. And this is one of those things that, I mean, you could take this all the way to like a short term membership or Andy says, sounds like a plan. What else is he going to say? No. Um, all the way to a regular membership if you wanted to. I mean, that's the difference between repurposing and repackaging. I think repurposing
Mhm.
is taking any kind of content and turning it into a product. Repackaging is taking a current product
Right.
and turning it into something else, which most people don't do and leave a lot of money on the table. So
So,
um,
so because I know that you're quite proficient at these workshops, these live workshops, you do them frequently, and I do them less frequently just because, um,
up till now,
yeah, up till now. Um, what do you consider like pricing for something like that?
great question. Um, when the longest one of these I did was a 2 day boot camp, like 10
Hmm.
to 4 or 10 to 3 for 2 days.
Oh,
And I
wow.
think I charged like 197
Hmm.
because
That's
I mean you
fair.
could probably charge more and get it. The thing I like about 197 historically is, you can offer two price points, 197 or three payments of 77. And the
Hmm.
cool thing about three payments of 77, more people can get in, and you're also training them to pay you every month, which is kind of cool. Um, and the other thing about that is a whole lot of people from that 2 day workshop ended up joining my membership.
Hmm.
And so, you're getting in to get buyers, and then buyers buy, and then they want more of you. You know this. So,
Yes, I do. And, I thought maybe talking it out would be benefiting the audience as well.
oh yeah, and both of us. I mean, and it's good that you asked because that's why I include pricing suggestions in almost everything I do, because most people don't. And then
Hmm.
somebody will say, "Well, what should I price it?" Whatever the market will bear. Like, great, that's helpful. Um,
Yeah, that's a whole other story to figure out like what the market will bear,
right, right. You got to test it and play with it and stuff.
Yeah. But, being in this business for as long as we both have been, we kind of know what the market will bear. And the
Yeah,
market does fluctuate for sure. Depending on the times, the economy of the times, and that sort
right.
of thing. And so, when I'm thinking about pricing, something like a one off, like a 1 hour workshop, let's say that where you come out with a result, I probably would say something like 47 or
Yeah,
97,
yeah,
depending on that kind of thing.
yeah.
Um, but, I have to, because I want to reach more people.
Right.
That's part of my thing is it's like I don't need to price really high so that there's only like four people who could afford it, that kind of
Right.
thing. I like to price reasonable so that more people can
Yeah. Yeah. You got
come
more
on
reach,
board.
you got more buying behavior, all that kind of stuff. All right.
Yeah,
So we were talking about, short attention spans earlier. So let's wrap this one up. We could go for hours on this.
that's right.
Um,
Let's wrap it
but
up.
yeah,
It's been
folks,
15 minutes.
what's that?
It's been 15 minutes. That's a good
Great.
amount of
That's a
time.
long time nowadays. Folks, thanks for being here. A lot of places you could have been and chose to be with us, and we're grateful. Denise's article link and a link to join her on Substack will be in the show notes. And the next thing I'm going to do after this is sit down and the cool thing about Substack Live is to your Substack and my Substack, this is going to go automatically as a draft. And so you just
It's amazing.
isn't it crazy? Add some stuff and send it out there. And then they give you clips that I put in the notes to send too. So everything you'll need to stay in touch with both of us and read Denise's great article um, is going to be in the show notes. And folks, I would suggest paying attention, and I'll let you guys know. Denise will let your folks know
Mhm.
when this workshop is ready. Um, and then
I better get cracking.
you can blame me, right? We expect it by March, right? Today's the 27th
Um,
of a short
yeah,
month, right? I'm
that's in
playing,
2
I'm playing, I'm
days,
playing,
right? Okay.
I'm
March
playing.
what?
Yeah, really. March of 27. All right. Well, let's wrap this up again. Thanks, Denise.
Okay. Thank
Appreciate
you,
it. As
Jeff.
always, we have a great time. And folks, you know what to do as always. Go use this stuff. We'll catch you next time.
Take care.